She could touch the floor with her palms, you know? Flat. Oh! Take pew, pew, pew.
Alright, I'm gonna end the video with this. Now, a lot of you are gonna be like, yeah, the other stuff you said, that's believable, but now this, what I'm about to tell you, that's going a little too far and that's not true. But keep in mind, all of this stuff that's coming out now, we got our YouTube channel shadow banned for putting this type of stuff out there like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like 10 years ago when we were saying this stuff, everybody was saying you guys are conspiracy theorists. Now all this stuff is coming out like as if like it is fact, right? But no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, you guys were right about that, you know? People forget that shit. So what I'm about to tell you is hard to believe, but this is something that does go on in a lot of communities, and it's something that's always swept under the rug because people don't like to talk about it, and it's understandable why they don't want to talk about this type of stuff. But keep in mind that there are people out there, just because me and you might not be into this type of shit, there are people out there that do conduct themselves in this type of manner, and they do this type of stuff with their own family members. And there's a video of Diddy and his mom getting IV drips. And keep in mind that in the court documents it came out that that's what Diddy used to give his guests the next morning when to recover from all the drugs, sex, and alcohol that they were consuming the night before in these freak-offs. So him and his mom, it's in the morning, they're sitting like on their patio or something getting IV drips, and Diddy decides to go live and show him and his mom getting IV drips.
Yeah, my mom's gorgeous. Well, let me introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too.
It also came out in the court documents that Diddy had a fetish for girls at his white parties having white nail polish. I guess he used to ask Snoop for that too. What's his mom wearing in that video as well? White nail polish. And it's from the night prior of them having their freak-offs.
Mom freshly dipped though.
His mom openly attended these freak-offs. So did his kids. His kids were also named in the lawsuits. The same thing Diddy's being accused of, his boys are being accused of. His mom was also at these freak-offs participating.
Outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care.
So in this video, while they're getting their IV drips, Diddy brings up the fact that his mom is able to, this is messed up, bend over and touch the floor. And keep in mind, we're talking about a sexual position, okay? Then his mom tops it off by saying, I can get my palms on the ground. That's how far over she can bend over.
She could touch the floor with her palms, you know? Flat. Oh! Take pew, pew, pew. She could touch the floor with her palms, you know? Flat. Oh! Take pew, pew, pew.
This is the type of stuff him and his mom talk about, okay? And it makes sense that he grew up without a dad in the home because it only makes sense, you know? So to top this off, there's videos of Diddy and his mom on a yacht. She's in a bikini, whining and grinding in front of him. He's standing there watching his mom shake her ass and dance for him. He's standing there like watching it, enjoying it. Then his mom comes over and starts whining and grinding on her son. And he's there grinding back.
I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly.
almost everybody in the industries banged Diddy's mom, and he used to like pretty much pimp her off to other people during these gangbangs and everything else that used to go on in these white parties. So the stuff gets worse than you actually think. So the fact that we have people out here being like, what's wrong with baby oil and what's wrong with freak offs? They're all adults. It's like, yeah, there's a lot more going on during these freak offs than you can imagine. And this stuff that is out right now is only the tip of the iceberg. All we can hope for is that Diddy snitches and names the names of the other people that were at these freak offs doing this inappropriate stuff with underage, with animals, you know, doing like straight up satanic rituals during these freak offs. So this stuff gets way worse than you could ever imagine, and you can go ahead and say this stuff, what I'm saying right now, is a conspiracy theory and that I'm over exaggerating, but I was saying this stuff 10 years ago and it's all coming out now. So just keep that in mind. Truth is stranger than fiction. Some of this stuff that actually goes on, if you wrote this in a book or talked about it in a movie or a TV show or in a documentary, people would be like, cool story, bro. They wouldn't believe you. So just keep that in mind before you want to say I'm over exaggerating.
Nah, nah,